What's up, guys? Welcome back to Higher Order Outdoors. This time we're in the kitchen trying to make some whole muscle deer jerky. So if you've ever tried this before, it seems a little tricky, but it's really easy once you get down to it. I'm just going to show you how I do it real quick using the steaks from the deer. You can use roast, loin, whatever. It won't taste any different once you get down to the jerky. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want is a very sharp knife. Second thing, you don't need it, but it really helps with making this jerky, making it thin. So I've got right here a cutting board. It's got two depths. It's got a 1/4 inch right there, and then it's got 3/8 of an inch right there. So all you do is you put the meat in here. You're going to press this down on top of the meat and slice through, and you're going to end up with about 2 equal pieces if you're using a thin steak, but if you're using like a loin or a roast, you're gonna have to go through it a few times to get it down to what you want it. Okay guys, for this next part, you're gonna need a meat mallet and a sharp knife to trim up the meat you just cut. So you're just gonna take from that plate you just made, take that thick piece, and you're gonna start by trimming it. Any fat or tallow you see, like right there, that white stuff, you want that gone. It's not gonna help with the flavor at all in the jerky. You're not gonna be wasting a whole lot of meat by cutting it off. So that's the first thing, just cut that off and then throw it in the trash. Or feed it to the dogs or whatever you wanna do. Then you're gonna take your meat mallet right here and you're just gonna pound it out to a thin strip. And then you need to cut it to the size that's going to fit in your dehydrator. There's no specific size. This one's a little too long, so I'm just going to cut it right here in half, and then we've got 2 perfect pieces of jerky right there. So the seasoning I use is this Nesco Original Jerky Seasoning. It works perfect. For this much, I'm making about 4 pounds, so I'm going to take 4 packages of Cure and 4 packages of seasoning, 1 of each for a pound of meat. Alright, so after you've got the seasoning on there, you're going to take it and fill it with water just above that bottom row. Alright, so now that you've got that filled with water, you're just going to repeat that same process of hitting the meat until it pounds out to the right size, and then filling a 1 row up, and then putting seasoning on, putting water on, and then going back and pounding it out again. Alright guys, so after you've got all the meat cut and put in there and seasoned up a little bit, you're going to take the rest of your seasoning, put some water in it, and then pour it all into that pan and let it sit. Alright, so we've got a lid on the tub of meat. We're going to set it in the fridge overnight. Alright, so we've let the jerky marinate overnight, and now it's time to pull it out of the fridge. Alright, now all we've got to do is spread out the meat on the dehydrator trays. It should be running at 160 degrees for about 5 hours. Alright guys, so it's been about 4 hours now. Now you can see just by looking that these thinner pieces are already done. They're ready to go, but these thicker pieces like this are going to take a little longer. These pieces like this thick will end up taking about 6 hours total, while the other pieces only took 4. So that's why I said to check it every 2 hours. It's good to make sure none is getting too done or not done enough. I don't want you guys to get sick because you just decided to pull it out right after 5 hours. Just make a judgment call, make sure the meat's cooked all the way through, and you'll be fine. So that wraps it up for me. That should be everything you need to make whole muscle jerky with a dehydrator. If you guys like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our page. We appreciate you guys so much. So we'll see you later.